Every spring, millions of people spot a robin's nest and ask the same question. Yet few ever discover the strange biological secret hidden inside those tiny blue eggs. At first glance, the color seems almost magical. Nestled among twigs and leaves, the eggs of the American robin glow with a bright sky blue shade that stands out from nearly every other egg found in backyards across North America. It is one of nature's most recognizable sights. But why blue? Why not white, brown, or speckled, like so many other bird eggs? The answer leads into a fascinating story involving sunlight, chemistry, evolution, and even the health of the mother bird herself. Long before scientists understood the reason, people created myths to explain the mysterious color. Some believed the eggs reflected the blue sky above. Others thought the color protected the developing chicks from bad luck or predators. The truth turned out to be far more interesting than any legend. The blue color of a robin's egg comes from a natural pigment called biliverdin. This pigment is actually produced inside the bird's body during the breakdown of old red blood cells. In a surprising twist, the same chemical responsible for robin egg blue also exists in many other animals, including humans. When red blood cells wear out, the body recycles them. During this process, hemoglobin breaks down and produces several byproducts. One of those byproducts is biliverdin, a vivid blue-green pigment. In humans, biliverdin contributes to some of the colors seen in bruises as they heal. In robins, however, the pigment takes on a completely different role. As a female robin forms her eggs, biliverdin is deposited into the shell during the final stages of egg production. The more pigment added, the deeper and richer the blue color becomes. The result is the brilliant shade that bird lovers recognize instantly. But this raises an even bigger mystery. Why would evolution choose blue eggs at all? For many years, scientists wondered whether the color served any practical purpose, or whether it was simply a side effect of biology. Research eventually revealed that the blue color may provide several advantages. One important theory involves protection from sunlight. Bird embryos are surprisingly sensitive to environmental conditions. Too much ultraviolet radiation can damage developing tissues, while too little sunlight can affect growth and development. Biliverdin appears to help regulate how light interacts with the eggshell. The pigment absorbs certain wavelengths of light while allowing others to pass through. This may help create a safer environment for the growing chick inside. Think of it as a tiny natural filter built directly into the shell. Another advantage may involve temperature control. Eggshell color affects how much heat is absorbed from sunlight. Different environments favor different shell colors. In open nesting areas where robins often build nests, the blue coloration may help balance temperature conditions during incubation. Yet perhaps the most fascinating explanation involves communication. Scientists discovered that brighter blue eggs may actually signal the health of the mother robin. Producing biliverdin requires biological resources. A healthy female with good nutrition may be able to deposit more pigment into her eggs. This means the color could serve as an honest indicator of her condition. Some researchers believe male robins may subconsciously respond to this signal. If the eggs appear especially vibrant, it may suggest that the female is healthy and the future chicks have a strong chance of survival. In response, the male may invest more effort in feeding and protecting the family. Imagine that for a moment. The color of an eggshell may influence how much care the father provides to his future offspring. Nature is filled with hidden messages, and robin eggs may be carrying one of them. Of course, not every robin egg looks exactly the same. If you compare nests, you might notice subtle differences. Some eggs appear brighter blue, while others lean slightly toward greenish-blue shades. These variations can result from differences in genetics, age, diet, environmental conditions, and overall health. Even the same female robin may lay eggs with slightly different coloration from one nesting season to another. The eggs themselves are remarkable beyond their color. A robin's eggshell is incredibly thin, yet surprisingly strong. It must protect the developing chick while still allowing oxygen to enter and carbon dioxide to leave. Tiny microscopic pores cover the shell, creating a delicate balance between strength and breathability. Inside, an entire life begins to unfold. Over roughly 2 weeks, a tiny embryo transforms from a single fertilized cell into a fully formed baby bird. The shell provides protection, calcium, and a carefully regulated environment. During this extraordinary process, the blue exterior that catches our attention is only the beginning of a much larger miracle. If you love uncovering hidden secrets like these, be sure to subscribe to Backyard Bird Mysteries and join us as we explore the incredible lives of the birds living right outside our windows. Interestingly, robins are not the only birds that lay blue eggs. Several other species produce eggs with similar shades. However, the American robin has become so closely associated with the color that paint manufacturers, designers, and artists often refer to the shade simply as robin's egg blue. Few people realize that a backyard bird has influenced color names recognized across an entire culture. Yet despite their beauty, robin eggs face serious challenges. Predators such as snakes, crows, squirrels, raccoons, and other animals constantly search for nests. At first glance, a bright blue egg might seem easier to spot than a dull brown one. But nests are usually positioned carefully among branches, leaves, and shadows. The surrounding structure often conceals the eggs surprisingly well. In fact, the specific lighting conditions inside a nest can make the eggs less noticeable than many people expect. The mother robin also plays a critical role in protecting them. During incubation, she spends long periods sitting quietly on the nest, keeping the eggs warm and hidden. Her patience is remarkable. Day after day, she remains vigilant against threats, while the embryos continue developing beneath her. Then comes one of the most exciting moments in the bird world. As hatching day approaches, the chicks begin communicating from inside the shell. Tiny sounds and movements signal that they are ready to emerge. Using a specialized structure called an egg tooth, each chick gradually chips away at the shell. What appears to be a fragile blue egg suddenly becomes the stage for an extraordinary act of survival. Within hours, the shell breaks open and a new generation enters the world. The empty blue fragments often disappear quickly. Parent birds may remove them from the nest to reduce attention from predators. As a result, many people never see the final chapter of the robin egg's journey. One day there is a perfect blue egg resting quietly in the nest. The next day, there is a hungry chick stretching its neck toward the sky. For something so common in neighborhoods across America, robin eggs still hold remarkable secrets. Their color is not merely decoration. It is the result of complex chemistry, millions of years of evolution, and biological signals that scientists are still working to fully understand. Every spring, when a flash of blue appears in a robin's nest, it represents far more than a beautiful color. It is evidence of ancient evolutionary strategies, hidden communication between parents, and the incredible processes that transform a tiny embryo into a living bird. The next time you spot a robin carrying nesting material across your yard, remember that one of nature's most famous colors is about to appear again, and the mystery behind it is even deeper than most people ever imagine. And what scientists recently discovered about the strange markings hidden inside some bird eggs may be even more astonishing than their famous blue shells.